All right, well, holy frig, lots of things to talk about Power Ranger video because, well, apparently 100. Wow, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So, I don't know if things actually come up better, like it is, or it continues to climb. I might continue to do the reviews, but for right now, I think one thing to talk about. So, got a few things to talk about. Number one about Power Rangers is why do I still watch? Yeah, lots of people most likely asking why are you still watching. And well, if I get rid of the reviews, even though I think I'm still going to do videos, it's like I'm still going to do Power Ranger videos about the show, but I'm not going to do actual individual videos for the episodes. So why do I still watch? Well, sadly, I have too much optimism. It's like, I know that it's not going to get better, but sadly, they sucker me in though. They sucker me in. Soon as it's like, I watched the in quotations first season slash the first half. To not see the rest of it through will be a very, very messed up downer. And when it comes to Power Ranger seasons, that never happened where I was like, stop the presses. F you. I'm out. The only time that ever happened was because of being in North Carolina. And for some reason, their ABC was like, we never heard of Power Rangers. That's the messed up part. It's like, yeah, we never heard of Power Rangers. And I'm like, I guys never heard of Power Rangers. Well, how the frick I supposed to see RPM? How the frick I supposed to watch a few other of the freaking damn seasons if you guys are like, yeah, that's the real messed up thing. But thank goodness they did it when it came to, and oh my gosh, Japanime said Disney gave them a good send off. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I mean, if you're talking about RPM, yeah, that would have been a good send off, but Disney decided to freaking cash in one more time for 3 freaking years, 3 years, which thank goodness Saban stopped them. They were going to give us Mighty Morphin Power Rangers remastered. And I'm like, at first I was like, oh, that would be pretty cool. It's going to be in better graphics. It's not going to be fuzzy. Get to see the old things and actually reminisce. Oh God, what did Disney fucking do? Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if we're counting that as a Power Ranger season that made me say Uno out, I'm out, F you, that one sure did. I was like, I'm done with this. I am done with this. And that's when Shikinger was like, come into my arms, dear child. And that's what I did. I came to Shinkinger's arms and Shinkinger freaking spoiled the out of me. It's like, yeah, that's when Super Sentai proved to be very, very good. When YouTube wasn't such a bastard. But man, Disney did not send off Power Rangers whatsoever. They even gave us, well, it's not even them fault. It was freaking Bandai America. It was like, let's make cheap toys. And well, thank you for the Megazord, I guess, because I did buy the 2010 Megazord because when I'm ever going to buy a Megazord, that would be $30 ever again of that Megazord. Chances are I have to pay $50 or more to get the original Megazord. At least with this one, I'm fine with it, even though sadly some stupid stickers are peeling off of the freaking Mastodon. But hey, it's decent enough for me. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. All right, so yeah, that's why I'm staying with Power Rangers is because, well, I got suckered in and it's funny to make fun of them and they go their own way. They always love saying that. They go their own way. Screw Super Sentai. And I'm like, okay, maybe they could actually do something interesting with the series, something different. And they sure fucking do, don't they? Oh my gosh, man. And speaking of which, let's see. Have I actually stopped watching Power Rangers? When I actually enjoyed the last time I watched Power Rangers? You'll be shocked to hear me say this, but I think the last time I truly enjoyed Power Rangers was actually, I mean, truly enjoy it is actually Dino Thunder. Yeah, I know. What the are you serious, man? I'm like, yeah, that's the last one I ever actually got truly interested in because their music was good, the story was good. And for me to actually enjoy a Power Ranger season, you have to have a good story and you have to have some good music. And well, thanks to Linkara actually revealing, oh, if I turn off the music of Jungle Fury and forget about the freaking intro and how crappy that song is, it actually is a good show. It's like, wow. So I have to turn off the audio and put subtitles on so I can actually truly enjoy this Disney era for some of it. It's like, man, that's real sad though. I do have to admit though, Mystic Force was good, but the messed up part was ABC did kind of show the middle finger, given it was hard to watch that season. Not to mention they had some repeats sometimes, which I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't even see the ending. Yeah, I saw the ending a year later. Yeah, I know. It's like, Disney made it hard. It's like Disney put it on ABC. That's good, but then they didn't care about ABC Kids. They only just put Power Rangers, and even then they were like, oh, I'm a bit lazy right now. and also they allow freaking golf to take its place many times, and it's like, listen, dudes, I want to see Power Rangers, not flipping damn golf. Okay, if you're gonna do this bullshit, for the love of God, put it at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yes, put freaking Power Rangers at 8 o'clock in the fucking damn morning, so we can enjoy our day and not be screwed over. Where it's like, all right, let's see what's on at noon. Golf, motherfucker. All right, let's continue on. So apparently, which I'm not gonna put Power Rangers on my Instagram. Are you fucking serious? Hell no. But it turns the frick out thanks to Japanime and, oh man, I just forgot his name though. The guy who actually showed it to Japanime. It turns the frig out that what happened in episode 20, episode 20 where Victor and Monty, oh boy, they freaking figured out that they can sell Monty's farts and they can actually repel monsters. Well, it turns out they blew it out of proportion, and in a future episode, we'll see Monty and Victor both selling his farts to people. What the freaking damn hell? What the fucking hell? Oh my god! I mean, I will say one small thing that is like, what the fuck? But still say one small thing. I kind of do want to see someone chuck the fart as if a bomb and go like, I would like to at least see that one time, that's just one thing. It's like, I kind of do want to see people get knocked the frick out. I kind of want to see that happen. I kind of do want to see that happen. But still, what the Megaton fuck, man? What the Megaton fuck is going on over there? And what's worse is that I just watched the intro to Ninja Steel, and I was like, I'm like, oh, that's good, yay! I mean, it looks pretty decent. And then, oh, there's Victor and Monty. Oh, son of a bitch! It's like you could write out Victor and Monty. I mean, what parents in their right mind that's rich as hell is going to stay in the same city where their freaking son got abducted by aliens? At that point, I would figure they would have just took Victor away. It would like, and if lucky, Monty can come with them. Yeah, they'll just drive away, go to another city. No more monsters. The only messed up part is that he could be back. They get rid of him for one season, and then it's like, oh crap, the next season's dealing with space too. Oh good lord, guess what the new city is? It's the one where Victor and Monty's at. Oh son of a bitch. Oh my gosh, that would be so horrible. It's like, oh frick, they did that crap. Now, as for the freaking thing at hand, my gosh, at least the good news is that looking at Android 21, it's like, yeah, I'm so obsessed with Android 21 now. It's like, oh, Android 21 makes me feel so better, makes me feel less angry. But still, it's like I can't really tell you who's to blame on this. I really can't. I could tell you who's to blame on the toy line. Bandai America, of course, being completely stupid. They always been kind of stupid after 2010. Yeah, after they decided to go cheapo as hell in 2010, they really haven't tried to come back from that. I mean, they're attempting to with a legacy line, and the action figures are a little bit bigger. Thank goodness, not those 4-inch pieces of. It's like they're trying to get back, but I don't think they'll ever be able to get back to the part of where, oh man, you guys, this is a pretty good freaking thing to have. This Megazord's pretty good. I mean, it's not flimsy. It has decent paint on it. It's awesome. And luckily they won't do freaking damn repaints. And if they, it's like, yeah, it's like if they just decide to do that type of thing, that's pretty okay. But other than that, damn, man. I don't think there's any hope for Bandai America. And plus, the funniest part of it all has to be this. More than anything, the person truly responsible is just Bandai. I have a freaking video that has been blocked by Bandai. Only 2 people watched it. It's been blocked because I have freaking Akiba Ranger a little bit in there. It was supposed to be facts that you didn't know about Power Rangers, and they blocked it because of a few seconds of, oh my gosh, I have a freaking thing. Anyways, Bandai is the one really running the show here. So it's pretty weird as frick that they don't actually try to do something to make a difference at all. I mean, they only control. That's all they do is just have perfect control. But apparently Nickelodeon also does have a hand in it too. As for why the writing sucks and everything, I can't tell you that. I wish I could, but it could be the writers, could be Nickelodeon being stupid as hell. I guess we can analyze what they do in Henry Danger, which is, yeah, they really don't have that good. Yeah, they don't really have that good actual laughing. I mean, they do have some good jokes, but then it's like some that's like, wow, it's weird. But of course, the funny part is that they do make fun of the thing where you repeat after someone. They did make fun of that in one episode. So as for the episode, as for those at hand, because I, again, like I said, I ignore things. I didn't actually notice of the messed up bullcrap where, you know, Lady Otis stopped the freaking thing from crashing the freaking cage, and Preston is like, oh my gosh, she stopped it with her magic. It's like, I ignored that. And I just went for the fact of, listen, you have freaking damn magic too. Why the hell didn't you destroy that cage? Your magic made the cage, you bastard. And number 2, you most likely should know that Lady Otis has some kind of ability of power. So you would figure that not only you should have a cage, you should actually do some ninja stars too. So at least the ninja stars is coming at him, and she's like, oh, we gotta block these. And while she's trying to block them, boom, cage. Freaking damn, man. Freaking damn. Like, freaking damn, man. Am I a better ninja than your sorry asses? What the freaking damn hell? Unless you're trying to tell me that the ninja stars, well, technically, I guess the ninja stars are kind of connected to, yeah, their powers for Power Rangers. But on the other hand, you would figure they would just make their own. It's like, fuck. It's like Brody has his dad, he can make his own. They can make their own one so they can actually use them. It's like, what the freaking hell? And let me guess why they can't make their own. Because kids will try to imitate it. They'll have real actual shurikens they use. Kids will actually think it's okay to use sharp objects. You might as well just replace their swords with bats then. It's like, yeah, give them foam bats. That's what they use. It's like, freaking jeez, man. And Haley also said too about, oh my gosh, she actually made the Nexus better again. It's like, we see that, okay? We don't need you a narrator. You should actually, it's like, what they should say is like, for instance, when Preston freaking got screwed over by Lady Odious, who has powers, and stopped it, he should have been like, oh, dang. No, wait, you can't say that in Nickelodeon. It's like, oh man, she has powers too. It's like, I know that's messed up to say, but at least it's better than him saying, oh no, she stopped it with her own magic. It's like, oh man, she has power too. Because, well, technically, when it comes to Lady Odious, they never really knew she had powers. And given you shouldn't be stupid and say, oh, she doesn't have powers. But on the other hand, they don't know what she's really capable of. Just saying. And number two, as for Haley, she instead of saying, oh my gosh, she's doing, it should be more of the fact of, holy crap, she can do that? Of course, you can't say holy crap because it's Nickelodeon. You should be like, oh my goodness, she can actually do that. It's like, we definitely have underestimated her. It's like something like that. Jeez, it's like, I shouldn't have to be here fixing your damn writing, you dumb bastards. It's like, I shouldn't be here. I should be actually watching and being like, oh man, this season's going to be pretty damn good, even though, just, man. It's Nickelodeon's dumbass fault. Nickelodeon's dumbass fault for 20 episodes a year. Their dumbass fault. It's like, if they don't have any deal with the writings, they sure actually made the writing screw up because they have to make 2 seasons out of 1 season and you're making things drag. Not to mention Bandai has to also stretch their freaking crap, even though it's like, well, you shouldn't really stretch crap, man. You shouldn't stretch it. And it looks like you could get everything done in 20 episodes, so I would say cowboy up and just freaking have the whole entire series in 20 episodes. I mean, given Disney did do that. Yeah, Disney did do it, but they actually had to skip. Yeah, Dino Thunder, they actually stopped. I think they stopped halfway through because, well, Disney doesn't know how to deal with Ranger deaths. Saban's had 2 under their belt, and what's even crazy is that Saban actually had a little bit of, should we do it? Now we shouldn't do it. We should do it. Now we shouldn't do it. We should do it. Now we shouldn't do it. It's like they kept on doing that, and they eventually end up not doing it, and they covered it up. So yeah, they didn't die. While Disney, on the other hand, was like, they completely suck. It's like, not only you have to deal with a Ranger death, but you have to deal with an evil guy who still is on the evil side, even though they wanted Trent to be good again. I think what they should have done with Dino Thunder, it's like, oh man, now I'll fix it, Dino Thunder. It's like, what you should have done, just allow Trent not to have his damn powers for a while. And Trent still feels the issues of having, yeah, he can still feel the evil Ranger getting beaten up and stuff. And it's like, yeah, there you go. It's like, I would prefer that than have 2 White Rangers and you don't really know exactly how to manage the freaking damn. It's like, yeah, you guys couldn't manage it and it sucks. You should have just allowed Trent to not be a Ranger for a while. And eventually, as soon as the evil Ranger has been defeated or you ran out of evil Ranger footage, now Trent is back, has his normal powers, and then then you come into the way of where it's like, you're going to have to just make a new Dino Gym. Just make a new Dino Gym, make him a new Ranger. I know, oh my gosh, they did it back in the day with Titanium, but I'm pretty sure we don't know how to make Rangers. And later on, 2 years later, in freaking Jungle Fury, they made 3 new Rangers. It's like, yeah, you can make a new Ranger already, dumbass. You just shouldn't be afraid or scared, you bastards. Well, anyways, I guess I'm getting on this tangent. Might as well do it. So, how Dino Thunder could have ended is very simple. They found another Dino Gym, but it's fragmented. And with Trent here, he has too much power in his morpher that he has a limited time of where he actually can morph. So it's kind of like with Tommy, where it's like his Green Ranger powers is failing him. So you have to be careful when you use them, and they can fail at any moment. Just like the freaking morpher at any time could actually screw you over, which means it could just explode on you. So what they basically do is very simple. Even though the messed up down part of what they did in Disney is that once you're with the Dino Gym, it's bonded to you. So I guess they'll have to make some bull crap, but at least it's better to have some bull crap and then you're not scared of the Ranger death than being stupid and did what they did over there. And it would make a nice little interesting part, because how it goes is very simple. Is Trent is just in the command center. They're trying to drain his energy, the Dino Gem's energy, into this fragmented Dino Gem. Hopefully that will actually take energy off of it, which they continue to try to do it. And eventually, you know what? They have to get Trent away again. Trent has to be a ranger and save them. And eventually the time comes where the freaking Morpher is about to just blow up. And luckily, his freaking Zord came out of nowhere, swooped in, grabbed his Morpher off his hand. Yeah, because it makes sense. It's like if the Zord is bonded with the Ranger and the Dino Gem, only fair that the freaking Zord can take the Dino Gem off of him. I think that makes a good concept anyways. So yeah, the Zord goes, he flies in the sunset, it exploded. Now there you go. You don't have to deal with no more clips of the freaking White Ranger Zord. There you go. And Trent's not a ranger anymore. And now you have a nice little storyline of where Trent has to start his daily life, even though his dad is still a bad guy, so he still has to deal with that. So it's like you have a good storyline with Trent here, where Trent's not a ranger anymore. You do have maybe a storyline with Trent a little bit. Kind of like when Tommy lost his powers. It's like, yeah. And you even have the nice moment of where Tommy felt the same way he did. Where it's like, I used to be the Green Ranger, and then my powers were taken away from me. I know exactly how you're going from. And then he tells him the same thing that happened way back when, where it's like, being a ranger doesn't make you a hero. You're a hero all by yourself. It's like, that would be a beautiful thing in there. That would be a beautiful scene. But Disney's a piece of trash idiot. And of course, I'll end this video by saying how Dino Thunder would end in this new scenario. So again, they ended the way that they did in the TV show. But with a surprise, because, well, they don't have power enough, or they're getting overpowered, and then all of a sudden, holy crap, it's a Silver Ranger. Yes, it turns to freak out that the Dino Gem energies that was taken from the freaking White Dino Gem into the silver one that's fragmented, it actually was enough power to reassemble it. So there we go. New Morpher, new Dino Gem, go fight. And of course, guess who take it? It's Trent. Trent came back as the Silver Ranger. Look at that, Trent. That would be awesome for Trent. Trent deserves to have something awesome like that. And he comes back, and they all do the same thing how they ended Dino Thunder anyways, where they all use their Dino Gem powers and blast freaking Mesogod to extinction. And there you go. See, it works perfectly well. And you can have more Zord battles. It's just that Trent will not be a ranger anymore. And hopefully that's not an issue for you, Disney. Because it's like, Trent will become a ranger again. It's just that you just add more story to Trent because now he has to deal not being a ranger. It's like, yeah, Trent has a lot of story to tell. Trent's dad's a bad guy. He somehow gets the freaking Dino Gem. The Dino Gem is too powerful and turns him evil. He tries to focus how to get out of being evil. They split personality. Now the Dino Gem has a mind of its own, but he's connected to him. He feels the horrible power and horrible issues of being the White Ranger when he gets beaten up and stuff. And, well, it just brings more stuff where Trent has to go back to Haley. I think that was her name. Yeah, has to go back to Haley, and Haley just sees him being like, So it's like a new concept. Kind of like what happened with Big Bad Beetleborg, Shadowborg and the Blue Beetleborg. It's like, yeah, they're connected. He's feeling horrible pain. Of course, you do have the issue of Dr. O, which technically is just because Jason David Frank had other things to do. So he actually had to have a person stuck in a ranger suit. I don't care. It's like, I don't freaking damn care. It doesn't affect Trent in any way. All it does is just issues of Trent having to deal with pain and stuff. All right, thank you for watching, folks. Sorry about that second half of Dino Thunder the way it should have been, but Ninja Steel, my gosh. What the freaking hell.